Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mercy and the channel name is called Just Mercy. And for my returning subscribers, guys, you're so amazing, you're so gorgeous people. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly press that red button and don't forget to turn on that post notification bell such that when I will be uploading a new video, you will get notified instantly. So guys, today I just want to share with you things that Arab bosses do that are somehow funny but annoying at the same time. Okay, they do things that are funny, that are annoying, and at the same time, so when you sit down and now start to comprehend what was happening, you'll be like, these things are now funny. You'll be even laughing, guys. So guys, you find sometimes you travel with these people, and let's say you are traveling a journey even for almost 6 hours, and you will leave the house without eating. But the time you will reach as you are traveling, guys, with them, they will go and buy some things and eat, but they will forget that they have a housemaid here who is also supposed to eat. So you will be traveling, they will be eating and not giving you food. And when you arrive at the place or the destination you are going to, also when you arrive like that, they will sit down and start taking their coffee, eating, and you will go direct to the kitchen and start working. If there is another housemaid in that house, you will just go and start working like that. But if there is no another housemaid, guys, you will just also go and work. Not that they will be just telling you, okay, go and even rest for 1 hour, then you can work. No, you will just reach and work. Not even nobody caring that you've eaten or you have not eaten, guys. And another thing, guys, is these people like gossiping too much, and actually this is somehow boring to us as housemates. You find if visitors come, the only thing they will sit down and do is to talk about their housemates. This one will say, oh, my housemaid is not good. The other one will say, oh, my housemaid is like this and this. So you wonder, is this the only thing these people can just talk about? And it's not only gossiping the housemates, even themselves. You find they are sitting like 10 people, but when even just one person goes out like this, they start gossiping the other person. Somebody even gossiping her own mother with another person. So you are like, do these people like what to say, like what to do? And if they're gossiping the housemaid, they don't even care whether you are there or not. They will just be talking about you, and guys, you're just sitting there, you are like, what? And they talk about you badly, guys, so bad. You will hear somebody saying this is not doing anything. The only thing they can do is just eat. So you wonder, I've been working in this house for like, even you've been working the whole day, and somebody saying you don't work, you only eat. So you wonder, who does this work, guys? And another thing, guys, after these people had organized for a housemaid from any country, I don't know, most of them, they don't clean their houses. Somebody, after he or she has organized for a housemaid, they will just sit back and relax and wait for the housemaid who will come even in 3 months time or 5 months time to clean the house. So you will find they will be just eating and piling things there. The whole house is dirty, full of tissue, full of everything, but nobody is even caring to clean it up because they feel like there's somebody who they have organized who is going to come, not even knowing that that person might not come. They don't know. So when you come, you will find the house is totally messy. The house is so dirty that, guys, it's just so annoying. For the first 3 months, we will be just cleaning the dirt. It will be dirty for the first 3 months. We will be cleaning it totally thorough because you'll find everything is just dirty. Then another thing, guys, is being asked silly questions, guys. You find sometimes somebody coming and asking, why are you black? So which kind of answer do you want to give to that person? How can I reply you that why am I black? Because even me, I don't know. Somebody will even come, and not just one person, even the whole family. This one will come and ask you, another one will come and ask, and you'll be like, what's this? This is so annoying. But it's somehow funny because when you sit down, you'll be like, now, which answer do this person expect me to ask? Because even if I go and ask her, why are you black? She doesn't have the answer to me. So you are like, what? It's so hard even to answer it. And another thing, guys, you'll find that sometimes you are eating and somebody will come in and find you eating, and this person, let's say he or she want to take water. This person will leave that water there and go, and then when she has gone somewhere in another room, then you will hear them calling you to bring for them the water. And this person might find you when you are eating. Instead of just taking that water and going with it, somebody can't do that. He feels like there's nothing you are doing. So guys, and it's so annoying because you are eating Maki, you've worked the whole day, you've not eaten anything, and this is the time you just find something to do. Or they know that very well that you are eating and somebody is calling you to do something, and maybe the work you are being called to do is something that after you've done it, you cannot come back and eat. You feel like, no, this is too much, you can't eat. Or maybe you'll be called, remove baby diapers, or even flush a toilet. And guys, when you are eating and somebody calls you to flush a toilet, actually you can't come back and eat. It's so annoying. You can't just come back and eat because of that smell, everything that you saw there. You can't come back and eat. So guys, me, when they call me when I'm eating, the first thing I will do, I will take that food and put it in the dustbin. And that's, I do it when that person is sick. There was a time I was being called when I was eating, and this person was there. He saw me eating, and he's like, "Come, I want to send you to do this and this for me." And he was standing there. So I was like, "Okay." And I had just already put the food. I had not even eaten. I've not even tasted it. So I was like, "No problem. If you want me to go and work, it's okay." I just took the food the way it was before even eating it, and he saw me throwing the food into the dustbin, and he was like, "What? No, if that's what you do, just sit down and eat." And I told him that it's enough. You've called me and I'm going to work. So guys, actually he felt bad, and from that day they have never called me when I'm eating. They know if they want to send me, they will tell somebody to come and check on what I'm doing. If they find me eating, they will not send me. Then another thing, guys, these people do is you go out with them shopping, and you've gone out shopping or visiting somebody, and when they come back, they will buy food, they will buy something, and then they come back with them in the house. Then someone with a normal brain will be asking you. They will be eating actually, and then somebody asks you if you want to eat. Now, what kind of answer do you want me to give you? If I'm hungry, of course, I want to eat. So, don't you know that I'm supposed to eat? Somebody asking you if you want food. Somebody's cooking, and after he or she has cooked, then serve all the food. Then after they have eaten and maybe leftovers are remaining, they will be calling me and asking me if you want food. Guys, who does that? Sure, you call me to ask me if I want food, and you know very well I've not eaten since time immemorial. I've not eaten, and you know I'm supposed to eat. So which kind of answer do you expect me? So guys, if it's why you, what answer will you give to this person who is asking you if you're supposed to eat? Then another thing, guys, these people does that is somehow annoying is somebody going to the toilet, and after he or she has done whatever he or she went to do there, this person will not flush that toilet, guys. This person will just come back, leave that toilet like that, and you will hear when somebody wants to go back to go to that toilet, you will hear them calling, "Hey, come and flush this toilet." So guys, mark your boss has gone to the toilet and this person has not flushed the toilet, knowingly, not even unknowingly. And sometimes I do go even an extra mile and put them the water in the basin, such that when they have finished whatever they want to do, it's just pouring the water, because the water is there, not that the water is there. But somebody does not do that, can't do this, they just leave it like that, and you'll be called to flush a toilet of somebody who is even older than. And mark you, this person, you can't tell him or her that you know what, you need to flush a toilet. That's somehow lack of disrespect, and you have to do it because it's for your own benefit. And sometimes somebody goes even to the sink to wash his or her hands, and after this person had finished washing his or her hands, this person cannot turn off the tap of the water. She or he will leave the water running, and you will be called to go and turn off that tap of water. And sometimes this thing they do when you are not there or you are sleeping, and somebody will wake up and find that the whole house is full of water. They will start shouting at you, and you will be like, "Now, am I supposed to be sleeping, or am I supposed to be walking around the toilet seeing what has been messed up and what has not been messed up?" And it's so annoying, guys, because if somebody can turn on the water and not turn it off and leave the water running, is this person normal, like serious? And what does he expect you to do? And another thing, guys, these people, most of them, they don't know how to differentiate things that should be in the kitchen and things that should be used in the toilet. You find somebody taking a glass of water that is used to drink water and going with this glass to the toilet. I don't know what they do with them, guys. I just don't know what they do with these things in the toilet and leave it there. Even a spoon, you find a spoon in the toilet bowl. You find a plate that is used to eating. And guys, if I find something like that, I find a toilet, anything from the kitchen in the toilet, I put it direct into the dustbin. And when they ask me, I always tell them that something that should be used in the kitchen is not supposed to be taken to the latrine. And that's what they should know. But they don't. Sometimes you find they are taking coffee, and somebody and the cups of the coffee, let's say they are dirty. Instead of taking them to the kitchen sink, somebody just take all those plates into the sink of the latrine and put them there, and even wash them in the latrine. And the latrine is so messed up, everything there, and you find even the diaper is there on top of those utensils. Everything is just messed up there, and you wonder, how can somebody eat with these things? Washing a plate in the toilet, guys, and not just a toilet, a very, very dirty and messy toilet. Let me say, the toilet is so messy and dirty, because even that sink, if you go and check the sink they are putting those plates on, you will wonder, you will find diapers, you will find a lot of stuffy things there that you will be even wondering what's wrong with these people, what's just wrong with these people. And it's so annoying, guys. And guys, another thing is when you are doing something and you've not even finished what you're doing, and somebody will just call you and tell you, go and do for me this. And let's say you are cooking and somebody will come and remove one of his or her socks and tell you, go and wash this sock.